of the veterans that gave their lives. Memorial Day weekend was last week. We didn't get the opportunity to express freedom on Memorial Day or June 6th, D-Day. This is right in the middle of it. We can also thank the veterans that gave their lives on Memorial Day and D-Day by walking down our public city streets to the Rose Festival. And that's one way we can represent our freedom in America by honoring those who walked before us to secure our freedoms. So let me ask you this: who here has served in the military? Raise your hand. We've got about 7 or 8 guys here, maybe 9, 10 more. On that first day, you took an oath, right? Who took the oath? Yeah, before the first day at MEPS. Who took that oath on your last day, rescinding that oath? I don't see any hands. There, folks, that is your well-regulated militia right there. They're the leaders. If we ever have to form our
No, Don,
militias to
I haven't been charged and I haven't had my firearms
our
returned.
military are the ones that can lead that. And they are well-regulated. They understand it. And well-regulated does not mean well-restricted. Well-regulated is knowing how to use your weapon, everybody being on the same page when it comes to what type of ammo you may be using, so that if you run out, your partner has something that you can use, knowing how to use your tourniquets,
Yeah, I will, Jerome.
knowing, regulated doesn't mean restricted. And
Yes, Tim was charged with trespassing. They did not return his firearms. He has to go back on Monday to get them.
Bump stocks, 10-round magazines, featureless rifles. We have to all have 7 background checks to purchase ammo or a gun. That is not what the well-regulated means in a militia. A militia is a fighting machine. It doesn't mean it does not mean well-legislated.
There's a sub named Jerome H. Wanted me to let you know they can't post comments on your live stream. Jerome, D-E-R-O-M-E-H.
I'll have to do it later.
Yeah, I know. He wanted me to tell you.
I don't care what they want to bring. It was settled in 1791 as to our right to bear arms. And for everybody who wasn't in the military or in the militia, there's another clause in the Second Amendment. The right of the people, which means everybody else,
Jerome.
Yeah,
to carry, bear, and own and possess arms.
Jerome.
And that's arms, not guns. And what is arms? Arms is anything that you can use to defend yourself, from a club to an Abrams tank, if you can afford one, and there are people that have tanks in their private possession. Aircraft, any type of weapon.
The word comes from the old, back in the day when everybody had swords, and you would raise your arm, and that was your 2 arms. And that's where the word bear arms comes from, was the old sword days, sword fighting days.
So their right to bear arms shall not be infringed. And what does it mean to infringe upon something? It means to cross that line, to touch it, to in any way, shape, or form to restrict it.
Amen, brother.
So we need everybody in your state legislatures to fight to get laws passed at the state level like we have with marijuana in many states.
Amen.
We need gun legislation in your state that allows you to carry a suppressor, to buy, purchase, own, or sell a suppressor. Title 18, 922 should basically go away. And we can do that at the state level. And when we get enough states doing this, the federal government cannot go after anybody like they don't with marijuana. And we can do it. We've done it with marijuana in many states. We can do it with our NFA items at the state level. And we need to support and vote in our people in our governments that will support that. And the purpose of the government is to protect our rights. So the police should be able to do their job, yes, but we are protected.
All right, Mrs. PP, I put you in timeout.
On our rights while they're doing their job. You can stand there and film them all day long. You can carry your gun down the street. The minute you break the law, then you're on the other side of the law, and we have the police to do their duty. Until then, they work for us. So I don't know if there's anybody else who wants to come up and speak, but we've got Picture Perfect here, who was lawfully carrying in this park right here and was arrested. They have not brought charges, by the way.
Just kidding.
And actually, and I'm streaming on Open Carry Texas, so I think our audience would like to know, we them already.
Sure.
News Now OKC. Just tell everybody what's happened to you as
Yeah.
well, because a lot of people in Texas,
from the hill.
I don't know what y'all think about Texas up here as far as our gun rights, but it's not as gun friendly as our reputation would suggest. And it sounds like we've got the same problems you guys have, which is why we all wanted to come up here. Some of us drove more than 8 hours to get here because we want to support y'all, because you're going through the same thing. And I think all of us gun owners around the country, if we band together and support each other and have each other's back, we're going to start recognizing that things that happen to Picture Perfect, things that happen to News Now OKC, things that are happening to us in Texas, there's a pattern here. So, and only by coming together can we understand. So, sorry about that. That was a little preamble
Oh,
for
you're
my
fine.
audience. But
Well,
so
we
talk to Open Carry Texas about what's going on up here with you.
appreciate you guys coming up. Thank you for your support. It's awesome. It's you guys are actually supporting us more than our own community, which is sad. A lot of our own community up here doesn't agree with how Tim and I are exercising our rights, and it's pretty sad. They need to open their eyes, because if it happens to us, it's going to happen to them, and then who's going to be there for them? Nobody. But
you were in this park.
I was in this park, open carrying an AR-15 pistol and an FNS-40 handgun, walking the trail around the park. I was here for about an hour. I was on the tail end of my walk, about to wrap it up, and the police screamed in here and didn't want to listen. I explained I'm licensed, this is all legal, it's a pistol. Didn't care. Told me to get on the ground, shot me 15 times with a pepper ball gun while I was on my knees, and took me to jail for obstruction initially.
You got in the way of their pepper balls.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah,
obstructed the free flight of their pepper balls.
exactly. And they
All 15?
yeah, all 15 of them. Well, they put me in jail for obstruction, and then the next day they tacked on pointing. They never found the complainant, as far as I know. They claim that somebody told a fireman, and then the fireman told them. So I guess that's enough in Oklahoma. And so they charged me with pointing a firearm, which is a felony, and then kept me in jail as long as they could before they had to transfer me by law. And they sent me to the county jail, which I signed a bond for pointing a firearm, and it was $2,000, and obstruction was $500. And they said, you can bond out when you get to the county tonight. And I said, okay. So I got to the county, and I was about to try and bond out, and they amended the charge to pointing with intent. So I had to stay the night again and see a judge in the next morning, which it's also like an aggravated felony. So I guess it's a big deal. It's a violent crime. So the judge wasn't very friendly. I had to listen to a lecture from the judge about how exercising my rights the way I did, while legal. He did say while legal,
Did
it's
you have to
stupid.
prostrate yourself while he did that?
Yeah.
Did he make you get on your hands and knees? And
Yeah,
bow and-
he might as well have, because
Yeah.
I couldn't talk at all. And he, I told him, I said, Judge, we don't have a red flag law. You know, because he said that as a condition of my bail, I had to surrender all my firearms, ammunition, everything to law enforcement. I can't carry imitation guns, cap guns, Pop-Tart guns, anything that resembles a gun, I can't carry or be in possession of, whatever. I told him, I was like, we don't have a red flag law, and he yells, this is my courtroom, I'll do whatever the hell I want. If you want to get out of jail, you're going to give up your guns. So
That's funny. I thought the Constitution began with we the people, not we the judges.
apparently not in Oklahoma.
Interesting.
So I bonded out of jail, and it was, I bonded out, like they posted bond at 1 or 1:30 in the afternoon, and I walked out at about quarter to midnight. They kept me in there another 12 hours before they let me loose, after they already had their money. I've lost about $5,000 on this deal so far. And no charges have been filed.
It's been a couple months now.
Almost 2 months, yeah. No charges. They keep pushing the arraignment back. Right now the arraignment is scheduled for June 14th. The first one was April 16th, then May 2nd, then May 16th, and now June 14th. They have my phone. They confiscated my phone and my guns. The DA has said that all they need is the video. Broken Arrow wants to image my entire phone, and I'm not agreeing to that. They don't need everything. All that's relevant is the video. And even then, all it is video of them shooting me with pepper balls. That's about it. So, right now, no charges. They took my handgun licenses, which I have 2 from 2 states, and sent them back to their respective states. They just took them without a warrant and mailed them back. And one of the states suspended it because they said they got an affidavit that said I was under felony indictment, which I haven't been charged, so that's not true. Oklahoma has my Oklahoma license. They have not suspended it, but they will not return it until this is all over. So that's where I'm at right now.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. And I think a lot of people in Texas can really understand that, because it's not just a thing that's happening. Here we are in these pro-gun states, but yet we've got law enforcement officers who are making up laws, and you've got judges who are empowering them to do that.
Absolutely.
And costing you money. So, all right. Well, yeah, I just wanted to hear y'all's story, and now Open Carry Texas knows why we're here. So,
Yeah, there's something else that's really important about the Second Amendment that everybody really needs to understand. The Second Amendment gives every other amendment its teeth.
Exactly.
So if we don't have our Second Amendment, guess what? They don't have to let you talk. They don't have to sit there and say, oh, we're going to give you due process. We're going to search your stuff, do whatever they want, and you can't do anything about it. So that Second Amendment is the most important one.
And for an example, you can look to the UK.
Andrew,
It's the only one that says shall not be infringed.
explain to
It's
them.
infringed, and it's the only one in the first 10
Hang on.
that you have to get a license, ask
that's
somebody
infringed one.
for,
parking
and
deal.
follow all these extra
Huh?
rules
Parking.
No.
that are asinine and do absolutely nothing except help criminals.
Explain to them what the judge did to you for filming me open carrying.
Yeah, they. I was walking around Picture Perfect downtown Tulsa. He's carrying his gun. I was behind him videoing. I guess I got from this phone, guys. Anyway, they put me in for constructive possession of a firearm, saying that I was in possession of him and his firearm while I was walking behind him filming, and charging me for it. And they're charging me for it.
Yeah, because he's on probation for filming in public.
Yes. Yeah, they've got me for constructive possession of a firearm. Today, I'm probably gonna catch.
because you were walking behind someone that had a firearm.
Because I was walking behind someone that had a firearm. Today is a day that probably Monday will probably be a bad day for me. Because I'm here with all you guys, and
You're in a public park.
I'm in constructive possession of all your guns, I guess.
Yeah, welcome to Oklahoma.
I'm telling you guys, it's ridiculous here. It's getting bad. It's their way or no way. That's what I think.
And when we exercise our right to carry a gun
Wish you
larger
could
than
too,
a
Chuck.
normal pistol, we're exercising rights that have been available to us for over 6 years. Just nobody's done it.
Right, Jason?
Now that we are doing it, just before constitutional carry comes into play, permitless carry in the state, we want to kind of get the word out that you can do it and how to do it right, and give people an instructional, and also let the police know that, hey, this is going to happen and you need to be aware of it. You don't need to overreact to it when a person's carrying a gun down the street. Well, they've never seen it, and they're kind of going back to their old Baptist roots up here, that people just don't need guns like that to walk.
You're talking about what it is.
Yeah,
And only the
absolutely.
police and military should have guns. Well, if that's the fact, look at history in 1975 in a place called Cambodia. When the U.S. pulled out of that country, the Khmer Rouge took over, walked into their cities, and everybody was cheering. Yay, it's all good. They rounded up every person in the cities, and they sent them out to the country to dig in the fields and produce rice. What did they do with that rice? They sold it to China. And what did China really trade them for? Ammunition, arms, weaponry. And they were trying to take over southern Vietnam. They were in a proxy war with Vietnam in 1975, 6, and 7, until Vietnam said, we've had enough of this shit. And in 1979, they went into Cambodia, and they pushed the Khmer Rouge all the way into Thailand, by default, freeing the Cambodian people. So they lost their rights to the guns, and that's what happened. The Cameroons just walked in the city, took their guns, and made them walk. Told them, get out of the city, the Americans are going to bomb, and they just put them to work. Millions of people died. And that's something that's not being taught in our schools anymore. That could happen here. Now, everybody says that we're wacko for thinking our government is going to turn against us. Well, it may not today. It's probably not going to happen in most of our lives. It did last night. The federal government. But what we're worried about is our children's
absolutely.
future. As they slowly take our rights away, as we, the older generation, pass on and our kids accept that we shouldn't have these guns, that is when the government is going to strike the American. We have to hold on to these rights that we do have, or in a generation they'll be gone.
Yeah.
And then what happened in Cambodia or Venezuela will happen here with no resistance. They can't do it today.
Somebody made a reference to the United Kingdom and how they took all the guns away. What most people don't know is how all crimes that are being done with knives has increased.
And they're taking the knives away now.
Yep, soon it'll be forks.
Look at what's going on in Venezuela. And I'll tell you guys, hey, who's heard of the Mulford Act? You guys, 2, 3, 4 people out of 30 people have heard of the Mulford Act. You know, I'll tell you what the Mulford Act is. In California in the 1960s, people were exercising their right to carry rifles in public that were loaded to defend themselves against an out-of-control police force in Oakland, California. And it was tolerated because they stayed in Oakland. So they were exercising their right, and it was all blacks. It was all basically black people in their community defending themselves against crime and other forces. When the police went to the legislators to have that removed, they walked onto the state capitol, open carrying their lawfully carried guns in 1965, and scared a lot of the legislators who said, we can't have these blacks walking around with these guns like this. We got to make open carry guns illegal. So it happened in California. And who knows who was the governor who signed that?
Hey, Andrew, say hi to Oklahoma Community Watch. Hey, LCW.
Ronald Reagan signed it in, and that was the first
or your stream?
domino that fell in California, leading to the debacle we have there today with gun control. The Mulford Act, one of the most racist acts ever passed in our lifetime.
Well, all gun control laws, especially here in the South, if you took part in if the state took part in the Confederacy, all gun control laws during Reconstruction were passed to disarm the newly freed slaves.
Yep.
And in Texas and Louisiana specifically to disarm the newly freed slaves and the poor Mexicans. So it's all based on racism. The fact that there are laws that require licensing is based on the fact that they wanted the black man and the brown man not to be armed. These were Democrats. These are the same people that don't want black men and brown women and white men or anybody to be armed. But they had to start with the races. They got who they thought was the weak, and they went for everybody else. Gun control is race control. That's all it is.
It is. And then they'll control the food. They'll control everything else. And like I said, this may not happen. It might seem crazy to a lot of you watching on the video that the government would come in and take over our country. Well, it's probably not going to happen today. It's not going to happen in our lifetime, but it is coming down the road. And that's why we have to preserve what liberty and our gun rights we have today. We need to pass that on to our next generation. Because it started in the 60s. They tried to take our gun rights away, and it was a big push back then with the crime omnibus in 1968 when they made a lot of things illegal, and then 1986 when they banned automatic weapons. So, you know, one step at a time. They're doing it in generational steps. It's not going to take too long before we're not going to be able to do what we're doing right now. So we've got to fight on a state level, and that's what I'm talking about, guys, with your state legislation, your preemption. Try to get a preemption in your state.
We're good on that.
He's going to be fishing for cops.
We got
That's awesome.
This section, which is not the only thing we got. Nothing else got passed, but we did
Yeah.
get stronger protection.
We were able to get a constitutional carry in Oklahoma.
Yeah,
And it passed
November
what?
1st.
90 to
Yeah.
14?
It passed
90 to 14.
awesome. Yeah, it passed by a landslide. And what I don't understand is it had a trailer bill with it. It's 2010, which prohibits open carry on public trust property, which we can carry on right now. It was not needed. We were told it was a compromise because if they didn't have at least that to appease the big corporations that run some of the public trusts,
Like Gathering Place.
like Gathering Place and the zoo and a few other places, that open carry or constitutional carry wouldn't pass. I don't think that's the case. The constitutional carry passed by such a large margin.
Agree with that.
We would have had to have lost 30 or 40 votes.
We lost our rights on that one.
Yeah, we sure lost our rights on that
And
one.
we're
But
promised that we'll get the rights back.
Yeah.
I mean, we
That
used
ain't
to be
gonna
able to carry
happen.
at the state fair too.
yeah,
Well, I guess in 2 years, y'all just need to go down to Texas and
Right.
talk to our legislature.
it happens every 2 years for you guys, right?
What's that?
We just need to move to Texas.
Well, I wouldn't recommend that until we get our freedoms back. I mean, you're leaving your freedom to go to Texas.
Your legislature only meets every 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that sucks.
And for only 140 days every 2 years.
Like House Speaker Dennis Bonnen.
How like what happened with constitutional carry down there?
Dennis Bonnen. He created. So they were killing the constitutional carry bill in the committee, and so one of the gun groups went out and started laying out flyers in the speaker's district.
And he wasn't
Well, look-
armed or anything.
He no guns or anything. Just was out putting flyers indoors. Well, he went to the third. He had gone to 2 legislators already. These were chairmen of important committees. And then he was going into the speaker's district. Well, by that time, someone had already called and said, hey, there's this gun guy going around doing leaflets. And so the speaker decided that he was going to be afraid of a piece of paper and got DPS to go to his house. Well, when Chris went to go put a flyer on the speaker's door, before he got to the house, there were DPS troopers. So instead of going to the house, he went up to the DPS troopers. Well, Bonnen claims that he was there intimidating everybody. He was there to intimidate his family. And so he killed constitutional carry based on literally a lie. Said that he had waved his gun around at one of the other representatives' offices. He didn't even have guns on him because he was flying. He was flying
Right.
to these districts, and he doesn't like checking bags. So didn't even have a gun. So it made up this entire lie. He had already selected a Democrat chairman for the committee that hears all the gun bills. So the Democrat chairman was
That's
all
nice.
oh, okay, I'll help you kill the bill.
Yeah.
And it was dead after that. And it took a while for us to get all the open records requests in. By the time we got all the proof that Bonnen lied, it was too late for the bill.
One
So
thing-
then we tried to amend it onto other gun bills, but Bonnen killed it through administrative means.
One thing we did when we wrote the law for constitutional carry, we tried to give law enforcement something. What was it that we did with the handgun? They can carry, what is it? They can carry their personal gun on duty, or what was it?
What?
They can use their personal rifles on duty, I think.
Yeah.
We gave them that. They could use their personal rifles on duty. We gave them that to help get law enforcement on board.
They look like
And, I might not be correct about that, but it is something like that. We gave them something that helps get law enforcement on board, which helps get it passed.
Man, we don't care about getting law enforcement on board. Maybe that's our problem, but
Our law
we're not going to
enforcement
beg
came out way
cops
better
to.
than
I mean, and I'm not saying that's what you guys did.
Well, no.
Everybody should do
Yeah.
what they think.
Our law
works.
enforcement here doesn't give a damn about our gun rights. In fact, they don't want us carrying guns,
Oh,
as evidenced by last night.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn about any of our rights.
And if you've got a legislator, when you walk in and you talk to them about a law, gun laws, and that legislator says,
That's a
well, I
fact.
need to check with my law enforcement in my district first, they're not on your side. They should not be asking law enforcement what they think about laws for the citizens.
Yeah.
Now, if a law enforcement agency approaches them and says, we might need this law, that's one thing. But the legislator going to law enforcement and getting their stamp of approval before they vote on it, they're bought and paid by law enforcement
they
there.
are.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The law enforcement, if they want to have a say in our gun laws, they can go to the voting booth like you and I.
Yeah, exactly.
And I heard them say it up there. Well, I need to talk to law enforcement about this in my
Oh, we
district."
hear that all the time. And, well, what does law enforcement think of this? I don't give a damn what law enforcement thinks about
That's
this.
why we have rights.
Their job is to enforce the law, not write it.
Yep. We need to write laws that law enforcement will
Yeah.
obey.
We're going to start the march in a minute.
Okay.
so we can get ready and head downtown.
Recording y'all whenever y'all are.
Sure.
I got people
Who's
asking what we're doing.
who's gonna ride over there? Cause
Before we do all that, can we get just a big group picture in front of the big flag, and then we'll probably just put that away.
no.
Yeah.
No. That way we don't have to carry that big giant thing around.
Oh come on. Oh man, you know what?
Hey, as far as
I almost wonder.
Oh yeah, we can just deploy it over there.
we can load it up in my car.
Rick volunteers to carry.
Yeah, I'll carry it. No, I almost wonder if we could have the van follow the group walking down the street with that big ass flag
Well, I'll
on
be
it.
carrying the big ass flag.
Oh, will you?
Yeah.
Go, all right.
Right now,
Oh, we,
yeah.
all right. We don't have any.
My truck and when we get down there.
I don't know if I have anything that I can tie it down to.
No, I'm talking about the big flag.
Yeah. Oh, the big flag. Okay, okay. Oh, that'd be perfect.
We don't have any Houston type regulations here either.
Yeah, well, we do, but we just ignore them anyway.
Yeah.
We've got an attorney ready to. The problem is, ever since we got an attorney that's willing to fight that ticket, they don't ticket us anymore. I mean, we go there specifically with these flags, violating their ordinance, just begging them to ticket us, and they won't ticket us anymore.
Sounds about right. Wow, look at that damn thing. Who made that thing?
David Tribes, right? In the blue, where'd he go? There, in the red shirt right there on the right with the boonie cap.
That's awesome.
Oh, we might have to go on the other side, right? Oh, they're gonna turn. Okay.
Careful, you guys don't fly away.
Got a sail. Don't fly away now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the wind against the poles. That
Yeah.
makes it easier.
Shift the jib. Oh man, I know you guys want to be all professional and stuff, but they should add to the bottom, motherfucker.
Yeah. No, I don't. Open Carry Texas, we're professional to a degree.
Oh yeah, I know.
We're not politically correct in
Hey,
any
haven't
way,
you
shape, or
heard?
form.
We're a bunch of cavemen and cavewomen.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that last night.
Yeah. All right.
That's awesome.
Well, let's get everybody in front of it. Get some.
Everybody wants a picture.
If you want to leave me a camera or something, I can take pictures.
Huh? Yeah. Hey, would this be considered would this be considered a violation of bond if I get near it? You know, because it looks like a gun.
Do you think you can take possession of that?
We should let these other guys.
I'm about to say, yeah, you
Living in the woods.
yeah.
And on me.
Meander up.
Come on in. Hey, who's your president? Come here, babe.
They're watching.
I have the big. Don't do that stupid.
Come on, Brenton.
Just for a second. All right, here we go. All right, 1, 2, trace. Watch row.
Hey, you missed one.
You want to get in on this, CJ?
Can we do the goofy one? Like they usually do a serious and then goofy. Like I'm kind of feeling.
Well, Rick's already making a face, so.
I mean, like seriously.
Can I do this?
Yeah. Go.
All right, guys. It's not doing lunch break over there.
Hey.
Let's not be on lunch break.
I can pretty much stand anywhere. I won't be
Suspicious. You're in front of my camera.
Look at this guy.
Joey has my camera, or somebody does.
I do.
Don't you cop a feel, homo. You want to do that, you go right on downtown to the festival.
We'll be there in a little bit. Then you can cop all the feels you want.
Right? Oh, are you guys going to go down to the Gestapo Festival?
Yeah.
I want to go.
What about a walk through the gathering
Oh,
place?
is that in Tulsa?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right down the road. It's not, what, 8 miles?
No, it's further than that. It's downtown Tulsa.
All right. Good to go.
Where's Tim?
So which truck are we gonna put this in?
Mine, the red truck right there.
Okay. We're just gonna put this in that red truck behind y'all.
And there's like, I don't know, 30 people here.
I know I got that on camera somewhere or another.
It's on live stream, and then I'll be
Tim,
I know.
show off the Scorpion Evo.
Around noon is when we'll do the candy thing.
Scorpion Evo.
Who do I have?
What's that?
I do not know. That's
I'll keep it.
Whose phone do I have?
Who handed it to you?
Daniel, is this your phone?
Anybody missing a phone? We have a phone.
Hey, I'll keep it. I'll pawn
Anybody
it.
missing a phone?
I'll get $10 off
Somebody
it.
gave me a phone to take a picture. Oh, my fingerprint's not working. That's why.
Who's missing a phone?
I can't tell.
You gonna get everybody's attention?
Brighten it up.
What are you doing?
Who gave me a phone for a picture? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Film.
Brightened it up.
Huh?
Screenception.
You're right, yeah.
You up, homie?
That's tonight.
You're right.
What's the
You're right.
here?
Ass down, fire. Face down, ass up.
Yeah, somebody wants to carry, I'm gonna carry the big flag.
Yeah.
This one.
All right, so let's
Dang,
watch
dude.
where you're going.
You gonna pay for that? Hey, look, man. Just calm down. Just calm down.
Don't make me make them hold me back.
All right? Apparently, you can't take me. I'm in constructive possession of you and a gun.
Mm,
You
all
can't
right.
do nothing to
Now
me.
all of us.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
all of you guys.
So what I'm wanting to do is, like, I was nowhere near that playground when all this went down. I was over there,
Well, that's what they
but
told
the
me.
media made such
Put it on me.
a fuss about it. I'm thinking maybe we should
I guarantee I'll have
walk over by the pool and then right by the playground and up and then out of here.
Send it on in there, Randy.
OCW. All right, PB, say hi to OCW.
OCW.
Oklahoma Community Watch.
Who's that? What's up?
Unsubscribe to his channel. Unsubscribe.
Just kidding. What's up, Oklahoma Community Watch?
There's, I don't know, there's a couple of handfuls here.
All right, I'm gonna go toss this. Should have bought 2. These things are awesome. Hey Tim, are those the handcuffs you went to jail in last night?
No, those are mine.
Is this thing locked shut?
Where do you think we should meet up for that?
Cool.
Candy drawing. We'll walk downtown.
I don't know, man. We could do it now. You want to do it now?
Yeah, I think so. So do we want to do it now? You think it's good? You think anybody else will show up?
I like that hat, man.
I don't know. I think everybody's here that's coming because it's 11:15.
Yeah.
Let me see. Can you tell them last chance? What kind of hat is it? Like, it's like a.
It's just a copy of the regular
Not bad.
military issue.
Good.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that it's worth what he donated to, you know.
I don't. I have this, but I don't have to look at it. All right, this is yours. The guard. The guard. Here, stick it in my bag. Nobody gets it. That way it won't get melted off in the front seat.
You picked a good spot to sit.
I know, shit. It's nice. It's cool.
Over there in the sun sucks. So what I'm wanting to do is
Where are we going?
we're gonna walk right by the pool over there, the skate park, and then up over there and then out.
The guy in the black that's over there by Kim, at the moment by the tree. Yeah, with the black hat, the black shirt.
You actually had to wear a hat today, otherwise I knew my bald ass head's gonna get burnt.
All right. You gonna walk the whole thing?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, somehow we're gonna have to end up we're gonna have to figure out how to get back over here and get our vehicles.
Where are we ending at?
Downtown at the Rose Festival.
Oh,
It's 3 miles.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You gonna drive?
Well, she's down there. That's the candy lady.
Well, I mean,
I'm not. I won't hold it against you. You're fat just like me.
Okay,
well, no, I'm sitting here thinking out loud.
What is he, Daddy?
You could Uber.
Where's Michael?
Are you gonna get back down there?
Lindy.
Hi, I'm Terry.
Hi.
I'm
I'll
over here
let
at Texas
Rick
Women. I run our
lead the
women's
way.
focus.
Right.
We're gonna walk around the park.
Whatever that route was.
Yeah, take us on your route.
Oh, you want to walk the route?
Was it a long one? It's over there.
It was around the whole park. I can abbreviate it though.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because we're gonna walk 3 miles, so.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You just want. Well, I want to make sure that we walk right by that firehouse because
Fire
they're the
station.
ones that were the reason that I got hit.
instigators?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones that called.
So, what we'll do then is see, because originally I was parked over there by the basketball
What the hell,
courts.
man? You know, normally the firefighters are the good guys. I mean,
know.
you don't ever hear anyone say F the firefighters.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Apparently you do today.
Over there. Candy for sale over there.
Candy for sale over there. If you don't feel obligated, because you're not. I appreciate you being here.
There might be a lucky piece of candy in there, though.
Yeah, right. So, hey, wait a minute. He's driving a Benz convertible. Why am I worried? Buy 100. So I was parked right over there by the basketball courts, and the trail walk goes around behind the basketball courts and around and back up over here in front of that utility building.
Okay.
Which, by the way, there's a camera on that utility building, which Broken Arrow won't let me have. It would have captured the entire walk, but there's no cameras. To go figure. There's cameras on the outside of this building, but they don't work. So it's all a nightmare. Anyway, and I walked right through there and then out around up back kind of where those backhoes are, and the fire station, the back of the fire station is where those cars are parked way out
I
there.
see the fire truck in the front part of it.
So we can walk in front of the firehouse on the way out of here. That's fine. We don't have to walk all the way out there.
Oh, okay.
I figure what we can do if you want an abbreviated version is we can just walk that sidewalk. I went around all that stuff, but we'll stay on the inside right here, just in this little parking lot, and walk the sidewalk that goes by the pool and in front of the skate park, and then right back around here in front of they're probably locked down, and walk right by the playground right there and end up right back here, and then we can start the march out of here.
Okay. That sounds good.
Do you want to make that walk first and then do the drawing? You want to do the drawing and then just do it all at once?
We'll do the walk first because there's still people buying candy.
Okay. All right.
Come over and we'll see if the bathrooms are open. We can all hit the head before we.
Well, we all have to disarm before you go in there.
Don said we didn't have to for bathrooms.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a very gray area.
Well, it's the Broken Arrow PD.
Yeah.
I would advise you disarm.
Would I get in less trouble for pissing on a tree or taking my gun into the building?
You get in less trouble pissing on a tree.
Okay, I'll piss on a tree.
All right.
Actually, no, you register a sex offender.
No, it's not that bad. You would get in less trouble for pissing on the tree.
I'll piss on the tire of a Broken Arrow
Seen by
PD.
somebody. If you are hitting and no one can see you do,
You'll be a sex offender. Same with going to the bathroom with a gun. If you don't see you, it didn't happen.
Oh, you know what? I should have pulled a jack and brought a dildo and carried the dildo.
Yeah.
Is it been driving?
Banana.
Huh?
If I go pee by a tree, I guarantee you somebody's gonna see it.
Yeah. Right.
They won't see mine.
I'm all right with it.
Well, no, they don't lie. We all have small penises. That's what the news says.
Yeah, that's what all the left says.
Oklahoma Gazette said, ain't it?
Yeah. Oh no, shit. Right. We were in the I was the subject of an article in the Oklahoma Gazette, which is
You were. They hammered me hard. They hammered you.
they hammered him because he showed up to when I got out of jail, but.
14 hours to wait for him.
Yeah, he waited outside of jail 14 hours. The whole time he was ringing the bell going, fuck you, when you letting him out? Fuck you, when you letting him out? It was pretty awesome. But
I told him we're at the party, Buzz Green for the barbecue grill. I ain't gonna get never barbecue.
the Oklahoma Gazette is a very left-leaning, special newspaper, and they immediately attacked, our anatomy. Yeah.
Such journalistic integrity.
And my question
I've
is,
seen him get out of the shower. They were right.
my question is how the hell did they know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, how the hell did they
Hey,
know?
you know-
You guys been talking?
Hey, I
worked with you. You stayed in the motel room with me, so.
What's great about having a micro penis is you can piss and hold your gun at the same time.
That's right. Hey,
I don't know if OCT women wanted that
what's their excuse?
Hey,
I don't know.
there ain't nothing us women ain't heard already, so.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out where all the OCT women are keeping their micro penises. Because, I mean, you're carrying that compensator there.
I haven't a clue.
Look at all these canvas.
He's got to keep them in their ass.
Got this one down here.
Doing good, all kinds of canvas today.
All right, let's go. I'll lead it. The guy who's not carrying. I can't do that, so stop it.
I'm just letting everybody know we're moving.
Let's go.
I got $25 on the credit card. I got done last year. And then
You squared it away with her because we're going to do the little.
yeah. We've already got that.
All right, give away here after we walk.
Hey, I think we're walking too fast.
That's fine. I'm just gonna get over here and stand and wait for him.
We're gonna walk around the pool.
Damn right. We're gonna walk right here.
Happy Fuck the Cups Day.
We're going to the fire department, right?
No, we're gonna do that on the way out.
So we're gonna walk this
I gotta
sidewalk.
put my plate carrier on.
Yeah, we're gonna walk the sidewalk.
So are you already on? What's your other radio for?
Oh, hey, they're redoing the sidewalk that I was on out there.
Yes. Yep.
It's on.
Okay.
We're all gonna walk together, and looks like most of us feel the same way. Kind of like 6 minutes.
Man, they're out here working on a Saturday. That sucks.
They get overtime.
Surprising.
It is.
Private business.
Absolutely. You know it's not the city. They're out there redoing the sidewalk. But that sidewalk right there is the closest I came to anybody, and it was the firemen, and they were shooting basketball on that hoop over there.
Yeah, damn shame.
Hey, what the hell? There's a friggin' camera right there. There's no cameras out here, right? No, absolutely not. I don't think they'd lie. This way, Tim. To your left. Yeah.
You're getting sucked into that shade.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I.
What'd you say?
One of those women back there was like, "Oh my word."
Are you serious?
Yeah. And the ones underneath the pavilion down there are just like blown away.
Good. That's the whole point. Keep off the fence, Tim. Sure.
Walk it off.
Yeah. Walk it off.
Make sure trash goes in the trash.
We're not like those left.
Yeah, right. Oh, they left the door to the van open. Hope somebody's a good enough shot in case they try to steal it. Yeah. Yeah, right.
Oh my God. Can't even take pictures of them at a birthday party. They get federal law. They're juvenile.
Oh yeah, whose did you see that on? Isn't that Hate the State?
Cam's had it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Well, tell me the story as to what happened.
I was out here walking in this park with my handgun and my AR pistol, and the police showed up because somebody lied and didn't want to listen to reason, and told me to get on the ground and shot me with pepper balls while I was on my knees, and then took me to jail for 3 days and charged me with crimes that I didn't commit. Oh, well, they haven't charged me. They just took me to jail for them.
They took you to jail. No charges filed.
No charges
And of
filed.
course, they gave you your equipment back immediately.
Absolutely not.
They did.
Nope.
So
They've still got it all. They've still got my phone, my guns, everything. No, we don't have to. We can just stay straight and then start the walk out of here.
That's the police in action. Somebody's afraid of their shadow.
Wow, what plane is that? That looks like a beast of a plane. Where would he have been taken off at, though? The Air Guard base?
Yeah.
They've got air base here.
Yeah, look at that, man. That's a...
That's a C-17.
C-17, that was it, yeah. I said 140. Actually, it's been a long time. I'm an Army guy. I know what a tank looks like. I don't know that. All I know is it's in the air and it flies.
You might have a tank in it. We can jump out of it. We know that much.
Yeah. No, not me. I'm a frog off his leg.
So, we
I
can...
don't jump out of a perfectly good airplane.
Hook up.
That's kind of a very, very abbreviated version of the walk.
Okay.
Do you want to take off out of here now, or what are we going to do?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go over to the festival.
Okay.
I'm going to get my camel back on and all that.
So let's let everybody know if they're not going to walk. So let's know how many, because we can take my 15 pack if we need to, depending on how many are going. Who's not going to be doing the 3-mile walk?
I'm probably going to ride the pickup truck with the flag.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess we don't need to take the 15 pack van.
That's gonna be 3 there and 3 back.
Now I'll Uber my ass back. I have an SUV rented, so if
Is there a place to park for everybody? Or should we all just go and drive over there?
that's up to you.
Downtown, there's plenty of parking.
Or is there even just a closer place that we can all get in a parking lot and
We might do that. I'll let Rick control that because he knows the area.
because then we don't have to split up and
Yeah, actually, there is a parking lot we can go to.
okay. Let's do like a convoy down there. Then.
Okay.
I hope this is this a female? Please say yes. Is this a female?
I don't know. I guess you know in
Ah!
this day and age.
Yeah, right. What do you identify as, ma'am?
Have you not seen my picture?
It's
just so cute you would tickle.
We're gonna cut off the live stream here.
Yep. All right, we'll come back. We'll come back shortly, y'all. Please come back. Thanks for your support and thanks for watching. We'll be back shortly.